Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to go over my bait finesse setup. I am doing it on the lake. It's kind of windy out, so I tried to find a shelter area, and it should be okay for now. But here's my new bait finesse setup. I did one before, and it was good. It worked okay. It did the job, kinda. Casting was a little bit messed up, but this one is by far the best one I've had. I guess I've only had two, right? But I haven't messed this up really bad yet. I've got it set up now where it works perfectly. So love this setup here. So what this is we have a Kistler KLX series rod. This one happens to be a medium light. Yes, a 7-foot medium light, and so it's got really good sensitivity, and it really does the trick too. And when you're throwing light line and you got light hooks and stuff like that, it's got a really good bend to it. So when you get a big fish on, they're not gonna, you can play around with them and not have to worry so much about losing that fish. And plus, you're going to do some light line, and that's where the reel comes into play. But I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But that light line definitely helps too with that rod and the reel, the whole combo, everything. It's set up really good right now, as a good BFS setup should be, right? That's how it should be. But the reel now, so the reel I had on my other setup, I still have that setup, I just don't use it. It's not like it's I don't know, I just wasn't comfortable with the reel. And a lot of you guys, kind of alerted me that I might not like that, and you were right, I didn't. So what I did is I looked up. So I'm not an expert at BFS stuff, but the ones I do go to, and this is a plug, but it's not like not sponsored or affiliated at all, but go to the guys at Tactical Bassin. Those guys there are, I believe, the ultimate pros. I don't know if they consider themselves pros or not, but I'm calling them pros on the BFS setups. They do a lot of stuff with them, throw a lot of different baits, and they have really good information on bait finesse systems. So if you really want to dig deep, go down the rabbit hole, as they would say, check them out, look them up. But for me right now, and a lot of my stuff is probably a little different, but they're the ones where I found this reel here. This is the Shimano SLX BFS XG, and this one, let's see, I thought it 8.2 to 1 ratio, so not bad. This reel, now I bought this one used. I went and looked it up and bought it used I got it for about $150. I think they go for a lot more than that. I'm not sure, don't quote me, but I bought mine off of eBay. I just want to get into it just to see if I'm even gonna like it. $150 just to see if you're gonna like it is still kind of a jump, but I took it. I love it. When you set it up, I've got it set up just right. So I've got straight fluorocarbon line here, 8 pound fluorocarbon line, and it's nice and smooth. I can cast pretty good distance. Now you're not going to whip it, because when you do that, now you're going to mess that up. But yeah, I've got it all set up just fine, and it works out great. I throw right now. I got the wacky worm on there. I threw the in one of the previous videos, I threw the it's a Finesse top water, so super light, and that worked. Throw any like Finesse crankbaits, stuff like that, and just anything small. I haven't thrown a hair jig on this yet, but I don't see why it wouldn't work. I've got a hair jig rod. That's a whole nother thing. I'm thinking about redoing my hair jig setup, and not because the one I got isn't very good, but because I'm converting all my stuff. It's on a spinning rod setup. I'm converting all my stuff from spinning rods to bait casters. I'll go over that in another video, but anyways, yeah, you can throw a lot of light stuff. And here's one thing that I like to do. So like Ned rigs and stuff like that too are great on BFS setups. So the one thing that I do is I put a crankbait snap. It's hard to see. There you go. I think you can see that. I put a crankbait snap on this setup. Maybe asking, well, why do you do that? Why not just tie it directly? You can, obviously. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. I like to have that crankbait setup or crankbait snap because I switch lures often, and I don't want to have a bunch of these laying on the deck because I got other stuff laying on the deck. So this way I can switch quickly. I have a bin down here. I just pull out a different lure, put it back, put this one on, put that one on, take this one off, and good to go real quick. Now, is it weedless? No, it's definitely less weedless this way, so it's not gonna be the greatest, but it works. I mean, it's worked for me for a long time. I use it on all my crankbait stuff too. So yeah, the crankbaits and top waters. Yeah, top waters too. So anyways, that's what I throw on there. I throw a lot of light baits. Obviously it's a BFS setup, so you're gonna be able to throw a lot of light stuff. Now light line, 8-pound line is probably kind of heavy for most guys on bait finesse setups, but I get really nervous if I want to go anything under 8. I'm nervous with 8-pound line altogether anyway, so I really don't throw 8 that often. I'll barely even throw 10. So what I like to throw a lot of time is 14 or 15 pound, depending on the brand, and then 17, and then 20, and then 25 is tough to throw sometimes. Fluorocarbon, it's pretty stiff, so you can, but yeah, those are the lines I pretty much stick with. So on this setup though, it's 8-pound fluorocarbon line, straight fluoro. It's not braid deleter, and it's working out great. I love it. So all right guys, well, this is just a super quick video just to jump on, just to describe to you guys my BFS setup. Now this is my setup. This is how I did it. I'm definitely not an expert on this stuff, so please take it with a grain of salt. You know, if you see improvements or modifications that can be made, you know, throw it down in the comments, and I'll check it out too. But so far I like this, and I'm gonna be buying a couple more reels. I think the only thing that I'm not real crazy about, which is actually it's dumb, but so this reel has blue on it. My rod, the KLX rod, has red. They don't really match unless you're going to do like a red, white, and blue theme, but there's not really much white on this rod. So I think what I'm going to do is so Kistler makes obviously one of their other lines, or not lines, rod lines series is the helium, and that's blue. So I think they got the rod that I need for that for this. So I might pick up one of those for this setup. So that's next in the line. But for right now, this is my BFS setup. So I'm going to be sticking with for quite a while, and something you guys will be seeing for quite a while too, because this is working, and I have no reason to change it right now. So all right guys, well, that's it. Thanks for sticking along for this one. I appreciate you all for watching. If you haven't already, if you like this stuff, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next video.